Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Premier Draft Markov Manor. Lazov? This card is nuts, right? I'm happy to take that rare. We have Push, Pull, and Flotsam Jetsam, that's kind of fun. Case of the Shattered Pact, good if you want to run a bunch of colors, but I think we just run a Lazov, right? Draft Sim agrees, it's a great card, let me look, double check. Yes, great card. Okay, well, fair enough. Any thoughts about what we're passing? Not really. Okay. Noted. What's next? What follows up Lazov? Night Drinker Moroi? I think it's fine, but Coerce to Kill is nuts. We might actually get to wheel one of these Fairy Snoops. We've seen two already. I'm thrilled to take a Coerce to Kill to follow up Lazov. Yes, give me this Demir garbage, please. Okay, Exit Specialist is good. Case of the Gorgon's Kiss, you need a pretty aggressive deck for it to be any good, and then it's fine. It's really, really good when it's a 1-mana 4/4 Death Touch lifelink that also kills a creature, but it usually doesn't get to do that. Usually it's a 1-mana do nothing. Notable, I guess, the Novice Inspector is still here. But I'll take an Exit Specialist. Blue-white land wouldn't be bad. Surveillance Monitor is a good card, though. Reasonable Doubt isn't terrible. I mean, we're a little deep in black-blue right now. I'm not that excited about a blue-white land when there's a perfectly good blue card here. I could imagine this being the more disciplined pick. Because, like, I mean, I don't know. No More Lies is pretty good if you actually have blue and white. And we could pick this up, and I don't know. I'm just going to stick with blue and black for now. It looks pretty good. We've gotten 4 good cards in that color pair. Why mess around? What the hell is this? No, I don't want that card. Is there anything I want here? I guess Bubble Smuggler could be okay. I mean, we could take Inside Source in case we end up in white. It is a much better card than Bubble Smuggler. And, you know, maybe black ends up just being a splash or something. Could happen. Repulsive Mutation's fun. But I think we take the Deduce here. A perfectly lovely card. Alley Assailant is also fine. But, I don't know, slow blue-black looks like the direction we're heading. A Snoop. Our third one in this pack. I'm very happy to have this. Case of the Filched Falcon. What is... Is this actually what this that's... I don't like that at all. Case of the Filched Falcon is more of a blue-red card, and you need a pretty specific deck for it, is all. Fey Flight is good. This is like Mind Rot, right? 4 mana? No, 3 mana to either Mind Rot or Thoughtseize, basically. I think I'll take the Fey Flight. Some hexproof is nice to have. I'm pretty happy with Flotsam Jetsam, I think. If we wanted to go really, really slow, we could take the Magnifying Glass. I don't think we're supposed to. And Flotsam Jetsam, like, it's cool. Another Snoop? I think so. Over Crime Stopper Sprite? Yeah. This is a more, like, tempo, aggro kind of blue-white detectives card. If you're not playing detectives, this card is just fine. Or blue-green, maybe, right, where you're collecting a lot of evidence. I'll take a Reasonable Doubt. I don't think I need Alley Assailant. Probably don't need Toxin Analysis either. It's good for the Fairy Snoops. Oh, wow, we wheeled the Bubble Smuggler. That's nice. No Witnesses would certainly be nice if I could cast it, but double white is a big ask. Murder's okay. I don't think this card really fits in this deck. I'm leaning towards Branch of Vidugazi. Just like... you know, ramp or an early creature or just like a land. It has a lot of options you can cast it as. The Deuce would be okay. I think Murder is just... There are times you would like to have a Murder. That is true. But often it like does not do very well against the kind of like... What does this deck lose to? It loses to red-white. Murder is not going to answer any of that. It will just be awful. So Out Cold and Slice from the Shadows, I think, are both very good cards for this deck. I mean, I don't know. Is Out Cold good? It just, like, kind of is. But, I don't know. We don't really have a lot of attacking to do. We're sort of still waiting for a card that wins the game. I guess it's Lazav, right? We don't really need Out Cold for Lazav. I'm just going to take a Slice from the Shadows. It's a pretty good card. Gorgon's Kiss number 3. Presumed Dead would be okay. But I don't think it's an especially good card. I think I'm just pretty happy to have a 2-mana 1/1 takes a card away. What is this? Soul Search? Yeah, doesn't seem that great. I mean, if I were black-white, I'd be happy to run it. I wonder, maybe I can get back this cerebral confiscation, because I would like to have that. Huh. This is not a good card, but it is a way to win the game. Right? Like very, very slowly. You could also take this Scoundrel and, you know, flip it for 6 mana, double black. You could maybe even take a Reasonable Doubt. But I'm going to, like, take this guy. I haven't played with him yet. I hear he's not very good. I believe it, but I do want to see it. Some good stuff here. Don't think I want this, but... Furtive Courier is... You know, not really for this deck, but it's fine, I'm sure. I think having a Suspected Flyer, like a Fairy Snoop or something, would be pretty nice. Or Lazav. I need more ways to make clues, actually. Speaking of, here's a Deduce. Yeah, I think that's the only card here. Like, Agency Courier does not seem very good. Okay, Out Cold. Oh, whoa, Curious Cadaver. Okay, we need more clues. I've never seen Curious Cadaver. This is all junk. Okay, give me a black-white card. Maybe we can splash it somehow. Deduce number 3, I actually think is good. Over Rakish Scoundrel, we have multiple cards now that are like, please sacrifice clues. Okay, we did get the confiscation back. I think that could be totally fine for this kind of deck. Reconstruction, I mean, could be okay. If we can survive the early game, we have way too much, like, just grindy value. I don't think I have anything that, like, I'm excited to bring back. So probably I'm not supposed to run the Macabre Reconstruction, but I can always cut it later, right? Fairy Snoop number 3, I guess. Extract Confession wouldn't be bad. But I think I'll take as many Fairy Snoops as you'll give me. My removal is pretty minor, right? I don't have much. It's like... there's one in here somewhere. Well, Course to Kill, but I was thinking of Slices from the Shadows. So maybe I am supposed to take Extract Confession. Yeah, I have plenty of Fairy Snoops. I'd like another, but I want to make sure I get one of those in. What are you? You're the 5/6? Okay, that looks great. That's an endgame win condition right there. Presumed Dead is maybe good? I don't know. This all seems kind of dumb. Maybe just take another flyer. Like, if I'm gonna take the flyer. If I could get enough clues, I could actually get the poison counter victory. That would be a fun little thing. What is this? 2-mana bounce, Surveil. Fine. We can't really run Hustle Bustle. We don't need this. We don't need this, right? Nothing green in the sideboard. Yeah. Well... yeah, bounce something and Surveil is a good tempo play. I don't... I think I actually do want a Basilica Stalker. Another, like, way to win the game. A slow flyer. Now I'll take the unauthorized exit. Polygraph Orb is a way to win the game, but it's way too slow. What is this? 5 mana... what? This is just like fact or fiction, but it comes with a big creature? What the hell? This is pick 5? 6? This card is the greatest thing ever printed. Do I need more Flotsam and Jetsam? Maybe it's just a Sanguine Savior. Oh wait, do I not have the first Flotsam or Jetsam? Maybe I don't. Do I want this? Oh, I do have one. I think one is plenty. Let's have the option of a Flying Lifelinker. No. Ooh, Granite Witness. Festerleech? Does not really fit into this deck. I don't need a second Extract. Granite Witness is a very good card, and in double blue it like could be castable. Sure. Okay, a Presumed Dead could be cute to get back, you know, one of my big win conditions, I guess. So I have a couple of white splashes that are like, they're castable for hybrid mana, so I don't need the white. But they're a lot less flexible. Where is it? Like Granite Witness, right? If you can only cast this by disguising it and then flipping it, it is certainly less flexible than if you can either disguise it and flip it or cast it for 4. And likewise, the Sanguine Savior is even worse because like it's 3 mana to cast normally, but 5 mana to flip, to cast and to disguise and flip. Okay, so let's look at the creatures then. I think probably Macabre Reconstruction is not really necessary. Like, there's some cool stuff I could pick up from the graveyard, like one of these guys or Lazav. But it's just so slow. And I don't really think I need Cerebral Confiscation either. I don't know. What's all this stuff going on at 2 mana? I have 3 Deduces. I think I'm happy to keep that. And a Reasonable Doubt, yes. Yeah, I mean, that all looks good. I don't think I should actually have all of it, but well, no, but I don't want to cut creatures, do I? Maybe I do. Because I already have, like, relative... Well, 17's not a tiny amount. I could cut a couple creatures and still have a normal amount, in fact. This is not a great fit for the deck. It's just like a flyer. I'm not going to be doing a lot of collecting evidence. I don't think it's super important to tap down creatures so I can swing in with the kind of deck that I have. I have very, very few suspected creatures. Literally, Clandestine Meddler is the only way to make suspected creatures. So it would make something suspected, and then that suspected thing could attack, and I could surveil one. I think it's not all that great here. The lifelink would be really nice, but the cost is awkward. I'm supposed to get Barb Servitor, but I said I want to play with it, and that's still true. I just want to see how it works. Maybe I get rid of Faithlight. I don't have anything that I really need to protect. You know, it would be nice to protect this, I guess. So what is the deal with this again? Oh, let's also put this in the 3 slot. My other disguise creature. Yeah, you're definitely a 3. You're probably a 3 as well. You're usually a 3. Okay, so I'm detecting an issue at the 2 mana slot here, which is irreparable. There's no way I could put a creature into the 2 mana slot. There's nothing I could add. Okay. So we're counting on, like, these tempo spells here. Let's get rid of Presumed Dead. And since I have all of these 3s, maybe I can get rid of some of the worse ones. Which are... I mean, Granite Witness is really good. But... the double blue cost is a little expensive. No, I'm not running a Plains. We'll fix that later. You know, Bubble Smuggler could just be a playable 2-mana card in this deck. Obviously, you'd rather play it for 3, but, you know, if it's turn 2 and you don't have anything to do, I think I'm playing the Bubble Smuggler. You cost 3 as well, I guess. Yeah, so maybe I don't need the Granite Witness if I have so many more easily castable spells on 3 that are still fine. And let's get rid of one more Crime Stopper Sprite. Although, honestly... does this deck want 18 lands? We have all these Deduces eating up mana. We have a late game, you know, plan of sorts in these guys. Yeah, I feel like I want 18 lands. And one of them is Vitu-Ghazi, which we can play as a creature. So it's kind of a bridge in between 17 and 18. So I feel like I want to find one more cut. And maybe it's just another Crime Stopper Sprite. Because those don't really fit my game plan anyway. Yeah. This is interesting. So... what color do I think I want more islands than swamps. Okay. mean, we certainly found enough ways to make clues that our clue synergy cards will be happy. Lazav is a limitless source of clues, of course, if you can find enough creatures in graveyards. Or what exactly is the wording on him? I've forgotten already. Lazav. Exile target card from a graveyard, then investigate. So you have to target a card, but it can be anything, and then you investigate. And you want to target creature cards if you can. Oh, this is still in here, huh? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I think it's an okay 2/3/4. Just trade this off for a face-down card or something, presumably. Ooh, red-green nothing. I like that. Shock? Galvanize. Okay. Well, not great. Ooh. I don't know. I don't think I was supposed to just wait on my creature. I think getting it out there was useful. Not, given what opponent actually had, but it's not the end of the world that they got to spend their Galvanize. Wow. That's quite a thing to discard when you're about to be at 4 mana. Okay, they discarded their 4th land. So these must all cost 3 or less. And they just decided, okay, fine, I'll stick with only 4 mana. 3 mana, and therefore, not bother with this guy. Well, here's how when we find out how bad this guy is. I think we just have to steal the monkey. Feels kind of bad, but... And it doesn't untap it, that's right. Ouch. Oh! Help! Okay. I'm gonna have to keep shooting myself here. Oh, that's not bad. Now I can block both of their 3/3s. Okay, now they get to flip this though. I don't know. I mean, I could have extracted a confession instead. Oh, they're dumb. This seems like a terrible attack. Wow, these were huge. Okay. Oh. I think I'm still attacking with this. I like cards. Yeah, I kind of forgot this would go back to my hand, huh? This is greedy in that, if they can deal with it, I'm kind of sad. I think that's okay. Alright, that's nothing. Okay, you got it. Let's get this out there first. I assume I'm just killing the 0/3, but I want to do some reconnaissance first. Another Tin Street Gossip. That poor guy never gets played. They're stuck on 3 mana. Okay. I guess I can make one more attack. After this, it gets pretty scary, I think. Oh, this is a sorcery. Whoops. I was planning to use it. I don't think it's so bad if they attack with this, though. It lets them loot, which they appreciate, but... only once. And then I can just kill whatever creature they drew. Or whatever creature they kept to play with the land they drew. Where's my life gain, by the way? Non-land permanent. Well, I could do that. I guess I'll just bounce my Lazov? Sure. Well, I should have played this first, I guess. Good to know. I think I still have, like, there's not a lot of direct damage, even in red-green, that can go face. I don't know. I have enough cards. Let's relax. This guy's done a great job. Go retire on the bench, I guess. Destroy non-basic land. Okay, so that doesn't matter. I'll just extract Confession out of it. So what's some good stuff in graveyards? The 5/5? 4/4 flyer? What do I have? Nothing, right? My deck sucks. Yeah. Well, that's not bad, I guess. But I don't want it right now. Four Vigilance actually pretty good. Maybe better than a 5/5, in fact. Obviously, it'll still be tapped this turn, but on future turns I can attack with it more freely. Oh, it's only till end of turn, huh? Okay, should have chosen 5/5 then. I was thinking it was like some of those other cards that say like it turns into that forever, but it still has this ability that lets it change. Not so. Okay, that's good. A spell from their graveyard, huh? Crowd Control Warden would be decent. Sure, let's just go get that. Oh, this is better. Ah, without paying its mana cost. So you can't cast a Disguise. I missed that. Yes. Because Disguise is an alternate cost, and you can't choose two different alternate costs. I guess I should have done that before attacking with Lazov, and then I could have had him, I don't know. If I'd exiled like 2 Hellions, I could have turned Lazov into a Hellion. I also obviously should have turned Lazov into a 5/5 instead of a 4/4, but I remembered what the ability does and didn't read it because I'm a bad player. Have we rage quit or what? I mean, they're not mousing over anything. I'll just cut and get back to you guys when something happens. We're back. Opponent tapped a plains. I don't know what the significance of this is, but they're down to their last timeout and they decided, all right, I'm at least going to tap some mana before I time out. Very funny. Nothing? Okay. That's a card. Where's that 5/5? Oh, that's a 4/4. Yes, and it doesn't have any relevant text, so we'll take the 5/5. Oh, I had lethal. I'm so bad. Could have swung with this and killed them. Also, I guess I could have played this and gotten some poison on them. That would be fun. Probably shouldn't have played this. Best to hold this up. Like, what if they have Aurelia, actually? Yes, this was a terrible play. I could lose here now. I needed this. Well, no. I can give Aurelia -1/-1, and then I don't die. Okay, I'm safe. Or indeed -2/-2. Okay, opponent's going to time out again, so BRB. Okay, they timed out. I kind of thought that would mean that I insta-win, but I guess we have to wait for them one more time? Ah, no. They timed out on their turn, so they don't get action. They're not allowed to gain priority on my turn, I guess? I don't quite understand how that works. We got there. I feel like this game was decided on the turn that they blocked. Well, they played this, put counters on their 2/2s, their face-down creatures. And it was like, okay, they have 2 3/3s, and I think they were able to attack with them that turn even. But then on the next turn, when they played Market Watch Phantom, it had 8 power worth of stuff. They chose to attack with the 3/3s into my 1/1 Death Touch and my 3/1. And that just... There was no coming back, right? I had everything. If they had solved this case, they could have been putting counters on things and giving them trample while attacking. And the only thing I can think is that opponent must have been looking at the disguise cost on this card and the creeper and saying, there's no way I'll be able to flip this, so I might as well use the 3/3 while I can. But I think solving case of the trampled garden... Oh, did I say hothouse? This is the trampled garden. Was a really valuable thing to do. That would have made a big difference. Oh, what are my dailies? I'm not cast... Oh, I'm casting blue spells. And I'm casting blue spells. That's fine. Could have easily lost that game. What do I think now, by the way, about playing that Bubble Smuggler on turn 2? I think it was fine. Otherwise, they could have used Galvanize on Lazov eventually, right? Sure. Looks like we're deducing turn 2 and then Exit Specialist face down on 3, probably. Ooh, okay. That's exciting. I can bounce their clue once they make the clue a 4/4 flyer. That's nice. Ooh, Demir Mirror. It's a little scary. I have Coerce to kill, though. So I think I'm just going to let them have it and then try to take it. Mill 3 Investigate. Yeah, I don't want that. There aren't any creature cards in graveyards, so Lazav can't get any bigger than a 2/3 right now. But they do get to investigate, which helps with this, obviously. Wow, just casting it? Really? Okay. This is 2 to flip, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's right. This costs 3 mana to activate. Okay. So I guess I just pass here, holding up bounce and 2 bounces and clue. My dream would be they somehow try to activate this and I bounce the clue when they try to target it, but I don't think that's happening this turn. I don't think bouncing Lazav makes a lot of sense. He's not doing anything right now. The damage is unpleasant, but not an emergency. Okay. Ooh, Counterspell is fun. Maybe they're going to deduce end of turn, but no, they should have done that in their main phase so that the case would solve. If they deduce, the case doesn't immediately solve. I'm thinking of playing Vitu-Ghazi face down here and have a counterspell available, or a bounce or what have you. I think that makes sense. And threatening to double block Lazav makes sense, I think. So let's not attack. Surely they won't want to trade him into 2 face downs. Oh, it was already solved. I missed that. Target creature. Okay, so hang on. In my end, I don't want to pass anymore. Oh, this is an artifact. That's what I missed. That's why they played this. They want because it solved the case, and I just didn't notice the case solving. Now the double block's a little scary. They could have a combat trick or a bounce or something, but I think that's okay. Okay. My slice from the shadows, I mean, I don't know, it's fine. I think I'll just take their Lazav now. pipe's a bit... Oh, I have my own Lazov, huh? Still no good creatures, huh? Hmm. Well, so maybe I just run out my own Lazov then. Or, I don't know, stealing the Coveted Falcon is not bad. Let's go for that. It can't block this turn, so I'll be taking 2 more. But I think that's okay. It means I'm taking less chip damage, and it presents them with another threat they have to deal with. Lazov can start attacking for 4, which is scary, but only once. Cast target... Yeah, cast a spell. Could be any spell. Oh, that's not bad. I'm a bit light on life. But I think I wouldn't mind making an attack or 2. This spell can't be countered! Okay. I think I'm going to bounce the Lazov then. Don't really want to take 8. Or even 4 twice. I don't care if they exile something, I think. They'll take... This actually doesn't even collect evidence. I think having this in my graveyard doesn't do anything. You can take it if you want. Oh, no, because they get to investigate. I should not have allowed this. I forgot. Or I should have at least tried not to. It's actually a decent card right now. Sure. Yeah, I shouldn't have let them do this. Okay. Whoa. Really? Cryptex, what a card. Okay, sure. I'll double block the Lazov. I can jet some to get him back, if that's what I want. So now I have all these clues to contend with. I have a decent board position, but they have a lot of cards on me. I mean, this is cards. You gonna tap it? What did they even exile? Oh, the Lazav and... Oh, yeah. Rude. Whoa, what is this? 1 mana. Oh, no, they could have 2 mana because of this. They're going to bounce that. Yeah, that's not allowed, my friend. Oh, do I want to suspect something? Not really. I could make this a suspect, but then it could actually get in. I don't want that. That is a frightening one. We're very close to dead, all of a sudden. Gonna have to go digging through their graveyard for a useful spell. There's nothing there. I'm gonna have to find something. Whoops, ding dong. Sorry, that's Windows. My Windows. Wow. So, okay. I'm dead if they untap. So this is not really a card. I have to get something good out of... Well, okay. First, I guess I can attack. Aha! The evidence has been collected. Great. Actually, I could do this first so they don't know what's coming. Sure. Oh, I get divide and they choose what to give me? It's not... Okay, I see. So you either give me a 3/4 flyer or you give me a 4/4 flyer this way? No, for each... One pile into your hand, the other into your graveyard. So, do I want something like this? This would give me a 1/4 and a 4/4. This would give me a 3/4. So if I do this, a 1/4 and a 3/3 or a 3/4. This is tricky. If they give me this pile, I get a 3/3. If they give me this pile, I get a 2/2. Yeah, I think this is too good. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty happy to get this, I think. Yeah, I love the life gain of the Surveil. Let's do it this way. Give me the Fairy Snoop and a 4/4, or give me all this and a 1/1. All right, and we seem to be sort of back in it. Okay, you can have my Fairy Snoop, I guess. Slimy little leech. That one, not your 1/3? Really? Oh, this sucks. I thought they might want to attack with this if it were a 2/3 Death Touch. I think attacking with the 4/4 is Not very good. Oh, I can cast this, can't I? So, yeah, I can well, no, I think I need this back, actually. Still plenty of deck. It's suspected. Okay, and indestructible. I think this was good for me. Oh, I should have done it the other way. Whoops. Because it's taking 3 damage. I was thinking it was only going to take 2 from this, but of course this does damage as well. Okay. Oh, but it's no. Target opponent loses that much life. Okay. Pretty sure I want the interrogators. This is removal I don't need. Oh, shit! No, yeah. I actually have to target it? No, I don't have to target it. They can't exile this. They had to do this before I chose what to cast. Because this requires them to collect evidence. But I don't target what I'm casting. Once the spell resolves, I choose what to cast and put it on this. Are you kidding me? Oh! Okay. God, it only cast a sack of Clue. Okay, well, sure. I didn't sign up for this to mirror match shit, man. I'll trade with the 4/4. And not this, I think. I'd rather block the 3/3 later. Hang on. I block like this so that I have a 4/4 to deal with their blocks. They can tap it down, but if I get another creature or something, I can handle it. My life, please. I still need more cards. I know I have a Clue, but just one card. I'd rather get a card that doesn't cost mana. I'd rather have my full mana available to deal with whatever this is. Okay, very funny. Okay, that's an answer. That deals with the board beautifully. I could get lead pipe to the dome 4 times and die. It's true. Oh, do I have... What's left in my deck, even? No life gain, but there's some big creatures. Maybe I'm supposed to just surveil or deduce main phase so that if I hit a land, I can play it. You should tap down my 3/1 here. I mean, unless they have a better play in hand, of course. Sure. But there is value in holding up the deduce, which is that they think I could have a combat trick, right? Okay, it's getting pretty dangerous to draw cards with this guy. Boy, if I hadn't... I mean, I gave them a free Clue with Lazov when I bounced it at the wrong time. That's been worth a lot, I think. Oh, are you kidding me? They just have more of this shit. Okay, well, I can't deal with that very well. Okay, they equipped it and then they sacrificed it. Ah, because then it gets to bonk me for 1, I see. Oh, and it gets exiled. That's the worst. What am I supposed to do here? It's sure making the cerebral confiscation look bad. Okay, the nightmare. I drew a land and a land, so if I'd played the land last turn, I would have 1 more mana this turn, which maybe could matter somehow. Okay, guess not. Well, I'm dead if I don't draw something, so let's go to 1. Good, another land, just what I wanted. Well, got out Demirred. Good work. They were on the play. That was some of it. I messed up the Lazav. That definitely did cost me quite a bit of tempo. Eventually. When they finally ran dry of clues, I was a card behind that I didn't have to be. But, you know, them being on the play and being able to play their Lazav way before mine, it was just a problem. Maybe I made a mistake double blocking Lazav with my 2-1 and my 2-2? I don't know. It's a good hand. I'll take it. They played well, too, I have to say. You know what? Maybe I can afford to wait on this. No. It's going to be so long before I have the mana to cast this Disguise and then flip it. I want to make sure I have the board a bit early. Anyway, opponent played well, making sure I couldn't take too much advantage of their graveyard, except that they let me have the 5/6. That was a mistake. But I made bigger mistakes than that, I think. Oh, are you kidding me? Kellen? Kellen? Kellen. Well, we definitely want to go sort of slowish here, right? Disguise cost is 3. All right. I need more cards, so here we go. And he loves cracking. Oh, he cracks clues for free when he attacks. Yeah. And he's a 2/3, 3/4. Who do they have at Wizards printing these cards, man? This guy is so busted. I mean, he's supposed to be, right? I think that's just a rare, not a mythic. I don't know. He's better than a lot of the rares. He's not in a great color pair, which is something. Okay. So land is nice. I mean, they don't necessarily have to flip the fairy right now. I could just run out a 4-drop, which seems good. Yeah, I kind of like running out a 3/1, actually. Then the Fairy Snoop can be a surprise blocker to double block Kellen for the 4th point of power. Sure. Enjoy. I guess I'd deduce main phase? I could hold it up to threaten a counterspell or a combat trick or something after the flip. I'd rather not. So I might as well deduce before playing something. Okay, maybe make it look like I was digging for land or something. Let's put down a swamp so we're not threatening anything double blue in case that's what they're afraid of. I want them to feel comfortable attacking with Kellen. And, like, if they have a combat trick, pretty sad for me, but there wasn't a lot I could do about it. Oh, also, I guess this does put down a clue so that I can get this guy back more quickly. Where are all the aggro players who are supposed to be getting totally stymied by my Fairy Snoop? Jace? I mean, I don't have the counterspell. I guess that's what they were worried about. This is bullshit.
We can figure a way out of this.
Now there's no way they're attacking with Kellen, right? It's just risk for no reason.
How you play the hand we're dealt.
Or they could attack with both and put the counter on Kellen? No, they're just not going to. Okay, well... I guess I want to draw from this. The surprise value is not there anymore. Sure. Yeah. This is pretty sad. I mean, run this guy out and a clue, I guess? That sort of wastes the ability on this. I could bluff a swing at Jace, but they would block. Could swing at Jace with the 1/4. They might allow that in. That at least makes a little progress. It's not convincing at all. I would attack with both if I had a combat trick. So yeah, just don't do that. I could put down another Fairy Snoop, I guess. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. And then I can attack both of them at Jace and chip away at it. I mean, it'll be gaining one and losing one every turn, but at least it won't be gaining more and more. Jace, Jace, Jace.
Let's try this.
There are answers in my deck, eventually. Course to kill is creatures, right? It doesn't work on planeswalkers. Yeah, enchant creature. Well, I mean, in some sense we have succeeded in what the deck tries to do, which is stall the aggro and do nothing, but the problem is opponent is aggressively upping Jace instead of downing my life total. I'm going to stun one of my creatures. The 3/1, I suppose. A 1/4. No. Okay, indeed. Trying to put a counter on Kellen, maybe? I mean, that would be devastating, but I don't know. The 2/2's a problem as well, of course. Okay, kill the bubble smuggler, if you say so. I think it would have been better to attack and then kill the 1/4, but maybe this is what allows them to attack with the 2/3? Yeah. Sort of. I mean, right, if they put the counter on the 2/3, then this can attack. They can't do this and put a counter on Kellen without losing the 2/3, in which case, like, why bother killing the 2/1, I wonder? If you target my clue, I can crack it myself. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, maybe they bit down on crime just to get enough evidence in the graveyard. That makes sense. All right. This one, please. Okay, what can I still do? I could make a 1/1 flyer. Almost accomplishes something. Crack a clue and see what happens doesn't seem great. I could play this, which doesn't really accomplish anything. But I guess a 3/3 is useful on the ground. Stops this from attacking easily. Do that and hold up the deuce, I guess. So that they can't easily crack my clue. Oh, but they can just kill my 1/1 flyer if I do this. That one has indestructible. I mean, we're so dead. I need to deal with way too many things to get a chance here. But we're drawing a lot, so, you know, it could happen. The issue is that their deck is bullshit.
It's a matter of give and take.
I do have, like, sudden exit or unauthorized exit, which would, like, bounce Jace, and perhaps at a key moment when they try to achieve the mill victory, this could win. I think that's pretty risky for my opponent to go for, and they probably won't. Sure. They'll probably just draw enough cards and keep Jace at a high total, and I'll just die eventually. I'm not sure what this attack was for. Some combat trick? Not a lot I can do about it. I could let them hit me, I guess. But letting them do that over and over is not very favorable. If you're going to put a stop to it, you might as well do it now. Funny thing is, I think this has to swing face. Because I don't... Like, doing 1 chip damage to Jace doesn't matter that much. Drawing a card is the important thing. Okay. I can slice the Kellen now. And swing at Jace with all my flyers? And maybe there's something there then? Nope. I hit -4 times instead of +4 times. Sure. I mean, actually, maybe swinging at Jace with this makes some sense, but I don't think so. I'm going to take a beating here while I try to clear out Jace. And I'm not going to succeed at clearing out Jace. But, you know, I'll have gotten rid of their flyer, I guess. If they block this way. Okay. We get the card.
I'll have to erase that.
Lazav. That could be a way out. Lazav becoming Kellen? It doesn't really matter. Because it would be only when it attacks. So it won't get the attack trigger. It won't be vigilant. But it's still like a 3/4 flyer. That's pretty cool.
This will come in handy.
Suddenly don't want to mill yourself anymore, huh? That's interesting. I think milling yourself... Oh, you're down to 14 cards, actually. Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. That's a low enough number that you start to, like, think about milling. It's not like, oh, gosh, I'm about to die from decking or anything. The game is not going to go 14 more turns, but if they have some draw and so on, right? I don't know. They have this, like, collect evidence thing, though. You'd think they'd want more stuff in their graveyard. Don't choose Kellen. Don't choose Kellen. They should. Aftermath Analyst is interesting. 2 lands in grave. I could turn Lazav into an Aftermath Analyst and then sack Lazav to get the lands back. Probably bad, but if I had some way to get Lazav back, it could be a thing. I think I'm taking 8 here. I don't think I'm blocking with Lazav. It would just be a trade for the 3/2 anyway, and that's assuming they don't have a combat trick. I don't like my position still, obviously. I have a lot to cope with. Oh, please, what the hell? Okay. It's way too many dudes. Okay, that's something, I guess. So suppose I swing at Lazov with just these two. Well, let's draw first. Did I say swing at Lazov? Swing at Jace. Because now, like, minusing Jace is worth a lot, and drawing cards and losing life is looking a lot worse than it did. Oh, what am I doing? He was supposed to fly. I was supposed to do this before blockers. I guess I don't mind if they block with a 1/1. They can't usefully triple block, so... Okay.
Should have seen that coming.
I think I just run this out. It's a useful blocker for their 3/2, and... I don't know. This makes 2 bodies, but... I'm not sure how good that is. I don't know. Maybe I'm too focused on getting value with this event. Like... I don't know. I'm not winning the short game, and I'm not winning the long game, so I'm not sure what the plan here is. Oh, okay, great. I can just concede. This is not going anywhere. They turned off a blocker. They countered my spell. Oh, you know, that's... I guess I didn't need to deduce... because Lazov makes his own clue. So I could have had 2 more mana up to counter that, or to pay the cost. Okay. That is true. Oh, and also you can get the attack triggers off of Lazov, of course, if you sack the clue before you attack with him. Or get benefit from him being vigilant or whatever. If you have other sources of clues than just the one he's about to make when he attacks. But then he wouldn't make a clue when he attacks, so I don't know how great that is. Oh, this is so sad! I have Lazov, but I don't have a swamp, or an island, and I can't cast a single spell. I obviously do have to pitch this, but I'm not happy, because it was close to playable. Flotsam Jetsam's probably pretty bad here. Like, it's good eventually. But the deduces draw me cards right away. And this is some tempo. Yeah. This isn't a good starting hand, for sure. I might just kill that, honestly. Well, now I don't really have to. I mean, I can always kill it later. No rush. It does give them ramp. Would you stop flapping your damn wings? I hate this creature, or this pet. Everything else is pretty quiet when you mute the opponent, and at least this one doesn't make noise. But it is very visually distracting. Ward, collect evidence for. Very funny. I guess I swing in, and I actually can deduce plus bounce that if I want. And then later, when they spend the mana to replay it, I can just kill it with this. I guess if I'm deducing, I should do it now. Yeah, okay. It's bad. Can't do anything about it at the moment, though. I do have 4 evidence in here, right? It's not telling me because I don't have any creatures that care about it, but they do. And I care about that. This would be nice to play disguised so I could get a real creature next turn. On the other hand, X is 4 on this would be pretty good. So maybe I play this. And like bounce the tipster once it gets another counter. I also threaten a double block of this, which is nice. They'll probably just attack anyway and be like, fine, double block if you want. I suppose I could have swung in. This is not, couldn't be blocked by their 4-power creature, but... Sure, nothing I can do about that. But it does look like bouncing this is better than bouncing the tipster now. Or, I don't know, is it? I can do that before attacks, obviously. I guess I should just allow them to keep this, honestly. Because I'll have a 6/5 in a minute. Although I do have to take 8, which is pretty bad. Okay. I guess if... Alright, get out of here. I don't know. I feel like I should have bounced this before attacks, because I just can't take this much damage. This is great. It means I can actually afford to trade now if I want, because I can just play a 5/6. I would love to like turn this into a 6/5, but I think taking 8 and then doing that is just way too slow. So let's go for this double block. And make sure to kill the one that can give counters. Because this one I can kill with Slice from the Shadows. Because it can't be countered, so we don't care about Ward. X is 4 is enough. I mean, they can have answers, right? Makeshift binding is pretty game over. They don't seem to have that. Good news. Uh-oh. They have a small combat trick, it looks like, huh? I think I have to take the 4 here so that I can actually like deal with this with some mana up. I mean, if this was a bluff, it's incredible, but it shouldn't be, right? Pretty cool card. Not relevant right now. This way I can cast X's 5 and like... survive a combat trick. This is pretty dang bad. Dig for a counterspell? Doesn't work, right? Well, I mean, I guess I could try. This X's 3 is still enough if they try attacking. Although they won't, though, is the thing. Okay, I guess we let this happen. I wonder why they didn't attack that turn, if they had the clues. Okay, well, so now we do this, obviously. Okay, put a flyer in each pile. That much is clear. I kind of want them to send this one to the graveyard, which means I want it in a pile with relatively few cards. So give me these and a 2/2, or these and a 3/3. Seems okay. Seven mana. So if I were to choose X's 4 on this, it cost 5. But I don't need to anymore, right? I can just choose like X's 2, and then I can kind of deal with their combat trick that way. Because I already have a good enough blocker. I just need something to cancel out their combat trick. And it looks like it's pretty safe because it has Ward 2. So it's only really, like, Slice from the Shadows is like the only card that they should worry about. And if they don't think of that, they might think the card is safe. Okay, sure. You got it. Pretty cool card. They might just start swinging out. Oh, shit. Okay. That's pretty bad. Oh, just that one? Sure, go ahead. Take some damage here, but I think this is actually pretty good. +3/+3 and trample, huh? Well, I don't have a spell big enough to deal with that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is what I should have been worried about. But I feel like they should have attacked before casting Fuss and Bother last turn if that's what they had. Maybe I was supposed to double block? Take 4? Too late now. Yeah, I guess I didn't give the combat trick credit for being any size at all. If all I have is -2, -2, then once this lands, it's too much. I mean, sure, it resolves. Can make it a 7/7. So what am I taking right now? 3 plus 3 is 6? This is a 6/6, so I can kill this next turn if I want. Okay, I guess that's what I do. Oh, did I, miscount by a lot somehow? What happened? Oh, it has Death Touch. I see. Well, that was a problem. Yeah, a 9/9 Death Touch Trample is very difficult to block. I don't know. There must have been some way that I could have gotten this off the board and not been too far behind on tempo. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe just the first time they attacked into this, I needed to pump it immediately. Or I needed to just, sack it. Because then they would have used the combat trick, and my guy would be dead, and I'd take a face load of damage. But then their thing would be small enough that I could kill it on the next turn. I don't know. I think I just, didn't have enough tempo. They had, really big, good creatures. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They played a bunch of 4/4s, and I can't really deal with that. This one is, insanely busted. I made them pay the tempo to, cast it a second time, but it's a pretty good card. Well, I thought this deck deserved better. I don't know. It barely won the game that it did win, and that was because opponent misplayed, I think. But I don't think it's a bad deck. Okay, this card, I don't know. It looked pretty good in 2 of the 4 games, at least. It was the only thing drawing me enough cards to live. But maybe if I just had a good card instead of this, I wouldn't have needed to draw so many cards. I don't know. I never did reevaluate whether putting these back in would have been good. I don't know. Okay, I guess that was the breaks. By the way, though, I don't feel like I was running too many lands. I don't know. There was one game when I drew too many lands, I guess, out of 4. And it was super late. I don't remember the details. I do remember drawing a few too many lands and then dying, but it wasn't like I had drawn a lot of lands. I just finally stopped drawing. I don't know, whatever. So I still think 18 lands was right. Hope you guys enjoyed this miserable experience. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.